Hey guys, it's Abby and I'm back with another video, and today I will be doing my Passion Planner tour. People have been requesting this after I mentioned it in my Stuff I'm Loving video, so I decided to do it. So this is the front. As I mentioned in my other video, this is like one of their limited edition ones from earlier this year. Usually it's just black with the emblem in the middle, but I don't know, mine was this color and it was the only one available, which is why I got it, because I didn't want to wait. So you open it up and it says to add your favorite memories to this page, but I haven't done that. So it just has the, sorry if this is a little wobbly, I'm struggling. If found, please return. And then over here I mark what every single highlighter I use is for, because that's what I do. Then in here they have like tons of information. You can all read that on your own. Once you get a planner, it's pretty extensive, but really helpful, because sometimes it can be kind of intimidating going into a planner like this, but they map it out so well. So we have, what is your biggest goal you would like to accomplish this year? And I said, have a finalized first draft of my novel. And then it says, who or what motivates you most? And so I put a couple things that motivate me. Write some words of encouragement for yourself to read during hard times. And I said, the only person who can hold you back is you. Then on this next page, this is when your passion roadmap comes into play. I know it's kind of hard to see because the writing's really small, but basically you make a wish list. So if you could have anything, be anything, or do anything, what would you be? And then it like explains all of the directions for how to do it. I won't go into too much depth because I don't want to be talking forever. But you pretty much like, what are your goals for a lifetime, 3 years, 1 year, 3 months? And so I obviously did it, and for 3 months I had said outlining a novel, getting published, work in a magazine, getting a car. 1 year I said a rough draft, to move a lot because I really like to move, and then maybe intern with something. For 3 years I said complete the novel, question mark, who knows, you know, graduate college, study abroad. For a lifetime I had a lot more because, you know, your lifetime's a lot longer, and so I said like kids, visiting San Francisco again, traveling a lot, freelance writing, getting published, working for a publishing company, fall in love with everything, be happy, basic stuff like that. And then over here you create your first passion plan. So what this is you have a game changer is your goal, and so what's the most positive impact on your life right now? What is going to help you the most get farther? So you put your game changer in, which I put was outlining my novel, which was just a basic one that I wanted to just test mapping out. And I basically made all these little boxes of things that I needed to do, like the characters, the plot, the setting, point of view, that kind of thing. And then I made little notches for all the different things I need to get done. Like for characters, I wanted backstories, Pinterest boards, character worksheets, and then for plot, I wanted to brainstorm with some friends and other writers and do a rough storyboard and just basic things like that. And they walk you through these entire things, so it's not like crazy or anything. Then they go into a lot more detail about how to do it, how to passion plan and your writing and stuff, and then you have the full thing here. And then I'm going to find an example of a month that was really good for me. March was a pretty good month for me. You're supposed to do a mind map of this month's game changer, but because my months are usually pretty random and I don't know what I'm going to do, I don't do that. But I had some personal goals, some work goals, like clean my room was my personal goal, and then I had a really big film project, so I had that as my work project. And then you have a focus, your personal and your work. So for my personal, I said organize, and this one I said study. You have people to see, places to go, not to-do lists. So I said don't stress too much, don't oversleep, and don't skip class. And then what I do is for each day, I put some of the more important things that I need for the month, and I go more into detail for the week, and I'll get into that. But I keep up with my highlighting colors. I make sure I have my video schedule on there. This month I had Slay That Series, so if I have a longer event, I put like the lines and stuff. Like I had a gym show, so I did that, and like spring break I had marked here too, and all that kind of stuff, and it just helps me stay so organized. It's insane how well it works. So then let's go to a week that I was super busy. Here was my week for May 1st through 7th. So they go Sunday to Saturday, and you have a focus for each week and then good things that happened. I didn't write my good things for this week, that's sad. And then you have tons of to-do lists like top priority, priority, and then errands. And then you just map it all out. I like to do chunks of highlighting because that helps me stay focused. And then I do a lot of extra to-do lists like that because it just helps me like even keep even more focused than just these. And I like to map out what videos I do down into this space of infinite possibility. I know a lot of people doodle and do really cool stuff, but I'm pretty basic about it. And then up here I just have focuses. Some days I don't put a focus because I don't have one. But yeah, and then something else that I do, let me find a week where I did it. I'll do Post-it notes for more to-do lists because I like to have a to-do list for every night when I'm in classes so that I remember what homework I need to do because I cannot remember that kind of stuff. So I had this one, this was like a huge one, and then other stuff. This was like during finals and stuff that I really need to get things done. And then let's find the end of. So then at the end of each month, you have your monthly reflection. And how this works is it asks you some questions to reflect on each month. It asks you to rate the month, and it asks you things you can improve on. I really love this aspect of my planner because it helps me compose my thoughts, think about what I need to change about my life in the next coming months and that kind of thing. It's really helpful. I'm just kind of flipping through. Some, like this week I didn't do it because I was on spring break, but that kind of thing. I just really love the way that it works. And also something else about it is once you finish up with they've got all this kind of blank stuff in the back too, which is nice because I think I've mapped some stuff out back there. At the end of the year, you have an end of the year reflection, and it goes pretty in depth, and you just kind of talk about it a little bit, which is really nice. And I just love this thing so much. I know that wasn't like a super long video, but it's not that complicated. It's just making sure you're organized using to-do lists, and the highlighting is what like really helps me. And I also love that the time goes from 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. A lot of hour-by-hour planners stop at 6 because that's like a work day or whatever. But I do stuff really late at night too, so I like doing that. And I also make sure that I always map out my like free time, like fun things I'm doing. Like First Fridays was a fun thing, and late night breakfast was a fun thing, and Cinco de Mayo was a fun thing. But I make sure to still put those in there so that it keeps me motivated. It doesn't make me look at my schedule and want to throw up because I have so much stuff to do, which is typically how it feels when you look at such a busy schedule. But to me, this looks beautiful. And I just love, and I like being busy, so I like looking at things and seeing that I was busy and doing things. So clearly there are some weeks where I have more things to do and some weeks where I don't. But all in all, it keeps me like motivated, and I love the good things that happened. It makes me really happy to see what happened that month that made me happy. And I love the little quotes. They put little quotes here, and then they say things like, learn how to say no. It's impossible to please everyone. Evaluate your priorities and eliminate tasks that are not impactful for your schedule this week. So it gives you little goals if you need that more of a push, you know, when you're not as self-motivated and you need them to kind of give you something to do this week. And yeah, and you know, with the monthly reflections, sometimes they make me feel bad because I realize I didn't do anything, but other times it makes me feel really good because that just means I have more to improve on. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this planner tour. It wasn't like crazy interesting, I know, for most people, but other people were really interested in it. So if you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment below if you'd like, and I will see you guys in my next video.